What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We are back here again, Copart, 2029 Southeast 15th Street here in Oklahoma City. You know what we're here for today, guys. We won another vehicle, and while I wish it was possible for me to be able to surprise you, I just can't do that because you have to put a title and you have to put a thumbnail, and without those, the video doesn't get any views, so you already know what we won. A 1989 Nissan D21 Hardbody King Cab with the 4-cylinder 2.4 Z24 and a 5-speed manual transmission, 2-wheel drive. And I'll tell you what, I did something different today. Normally I have somebody follow me out here, but today I caught an Uber and I got dropped off. So we're gonna try to drive this thing back to the house. Obviously, we don't know very much about it other than it runs, it went into gear. That's as far as we got. We don't know if it overheats. We don't know if the clutch is strong. We just don't know anything about it. We haven't done one of these types of videos in a long time. And I'll tell you what, guys, I miss it. It's so fun and so exciting to get a car that you know absolutely nothing about and just hit the road with it. Now, to make it even better, in an upcoming video, I'm actually looking at taking this very truck, once I do things like check the oil and coolant and make sure it drives home, I'm thinking about taking this down to Dallas to go pick up a surprise for the channel that has to do with something we already own. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is a truck that I'm probably not going to want to get rid of. This truck is a one owner. I've got the original title dated December of 1988. That's right, I have the original, not even a duplicate title. This is the original title from 1988 when this truck was purchased. I'm in hog heaven right now, guys. This truck, I did not know that the truck was a one owner. I had no idea. Now we know. One owner truck. I've even got the lien release from back in the day with the original title dated 1988, guys. The reason I'm making this clip right here is because I literally just checked the title to see, you know, what does it say? And then I realized it's a one owner. I was like, oh my God, it's a one owner. This is one of those diamonds in the rough, man. It's a diamond in the rough. They're gonna drive it out here, and then we're gonna hit the road and see if it makes it home. I think it will. I think it will, guys. I probably need to put some gas in it, but I think it's gonna make it. Comment below right now, do you think the Hardbody is gonna make it to the house or no? All right, guys, here she comes. There she is. How about that? Our one owner, 1989 Hardbody D21 King Cab, 122,000 miles, owned by one guy its entire life. Now, the paint's a little rough, clear's peeling, that's no big deal. We'll go to Mako, they'll hook us up with a $400 paint job. They'll make this thing look brand new on the outside again. I don't care for the wheels. I mean, they'd look good on a bigger truck, I think, but I just don't think these wheels fit on this truck. They're too wide. I think the stance is too wide. It just doesn't look quite right. Got a busted taillight we got to take care of. It does have a 4-pin connector. It's got a 2-inch ball hitch on the back. It'd be perfect to take down to Texas and go pick up that little surprise that I was talking to you about earlier. Now, the interior is a little worn as well. It needs a good cleaning, obviously. The dashboard is the worst. And that driver's seat is obviously pretty bad as well. We might be able to get that reupholstered. We'd need to find something to fix this or another one of these. It's in decent shape, guys, and I can't remember if this thing runs or not. So let's stick the key in it and see if she needs a jump. And then we can get on the road and see if it makes it home. You ready? Here we go. Look at this key, guys. Look at that little bitty key. Ken's Nissan in Midwest City, Oklahoma. This truck has been here its whole life. Nope. Dead as a doornail. All right, let's pop the hood real quick, put a jump on it. While we're at it, let's put the dealer tag on it as well before we forget. There we go. Now we're all legal. Let's see what we're working with under the hood here. This is the Z24 2.4 liter. If I can find the hood release. There we go. fairly clean. I mean, it probably needs a good tune-up, but look, it's got a brand new Gates belt. So it looks like somebody had been taking care of this thing for a while. So I really don't have any reservations about taking it out on the road. The tires are fine. I think it's going to be all right, man. I do. All right, let's do this. Jump pack. And let's see if she likes it. She doesn't like it, so we got to take that off. Got to push that emergency button. Come on. Now she likes it. Ding, ding, ding. All right, we should be good to go now. I'm so excited for this truck. I can't even tell you. Fired right up, man. Good girl. Good girl. All right, lots of dinging. I think she's ready, man. I'm gonna button this thing up. Let's get her on the road. All right, first drive. What do you think? There we go. We're moving. Oh my God, guys, it rides great. The brakes, I don't think have been used in a while. Yeah, the brakes are a tad questionable. We're gonna take a left here because the road up here is kind of sketch. Yeah, the brakes are fine. They're just they're 1989 brakes. You know what I mean? They don't quite stop the same. Oh boy, that's rough. We're rolling, man. We got to get some gas in this. The shocks feel good. Third gear. Oh my God, guys. This little thing is great, man. Look at her. What a trooper. What a trooper. Tell me, so, you know, a lot of people on YouTube are like, oh my God, this McLaren, oh my God, this Ferrari. And then you got this little channel. You got Auto Auction Rebuilds over here going, oh my God, I got a 40-year-old Nissan. Woohoo! And I'm genuinely excited and happy about, about having these old cars, man. All right, guys, I'm gonna work my way through the neighborhoods and get back on the main road. Let's go get some gas. But before we get gas, why don't we skip the gas station and let's get her on the highway. Oh yeah, let's take a car we've never driven before, get her on the interstate. Thank you, sir. Guy was real nice to let me out. Sorry for the camera work there, guys. It's difficult to drive a stick shift. All right, we are at the speedometer needle is missing, but I can see where it's pointing. We're at 55. Let's push her up to 60. All right, she's a little shaky in the back. Feels like we've got a tire that's either out of balance or most likely probably has flat spots. Oh boy, construction on the highway, great. Great, great, great. Well, this is gonna be fun. I thought the highway would be a very enjoyable experience, but hey, we got her up to speed for about 10 seconds before we got stopped by congestion. Well, we survived the interstate. As you can see, the RPMs have dropped down to where they're supposed to be. They're just about 900 RPMs. The temperature gauge is showing that she is warming up nicely. A little bit of an exhaust leak, but not bad. It actually runs and drives very well, aside from the shaking. She winds up nice. Engine sounds good revved. Yeah, I think she just needs some tires, guys, and honestly, she needs some wheels. The wheels on this thing are just hideous. So maybe we can find some wheels on Facebook Marketplace or something. Get some decent wheels and tires. The brakes are doing good. So far, guys, I'm loving it. Now we're gonna stop and we're gonna fill it up with some fresh gasoline And from there, we should be able to make it right back to the house. So to give you guys an idea of how long this thing has been sitting, take a look at the gas tank. When I open the gas cap, it's nothing but just raunchy, nasty smelling fumes. So this thing's got bad gas in it, and you see how it's all caked up in there, man. Go ahead and fill it up, 40 bucks. We got 91 octane gas. That should help her out a little bit. I'm gonna guess this thing's probably been sitting for quite a few years. Look how just disgusting that is on the inside. So the fact that it ran at all is pretty surprising. Go back to the exhaust real quick. You can hear she's kind of spitting and sputting a little bit here. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to run some fuel injector cleaner. You can see the exhaust is bouncing around a little bit too. And that oil is not mine, so I don't want to hear about it. That ain't for me. Let's get back on the road, guys. We're almost there. Let's get the rest of the way to the house. And I guess see if she makes it. She's got a full tank now. Full tank of gas, temperature is nice, everything's looking good. So it made it. I mean, this thing has obviously been sitting for years and years, and it made it on the highway and in the city. It made it all the way home. Listen to her purr, guys. She's running a ton better than she was before. I mean, a ton better. She's just purring like a kitten. Purring like a kitten. Now, I'm sitting here trying to decide, you know, what do I want to do with this? How far do I want to go with it? Currently, I'm not going to take it to Texas. I'll take the Ram. I think this thing for sure needs tires, and I checked the brake fluid reservoir and it's empty. So it actually has no brake fluid in it. So that's like priority one is let's get some brake fluid in it. It stops fine though. Like, it stops absolutely fine, but she needs some brake fluid. Listen, you remember earlier she was spitting and sputting? Listen to her now. Running like a top. It runs absolutely great. We've got a nice spray-in bed liner. The bed looks to be in extremely good condition. Maybe that's not a spray-in. That's a, I don't know, was that a spray-in that came off, or? Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, definitely need to clean it out. Definitely need to get a paint job on. I think a Mako paint job. You can see the nastiness up there. I think with a nice but cheap Mako paint job, we could probably just clean it up and send it down the road. You know, maybe get a couple seat covers, because that's awful. You know, if we could get a couple seat covers or find a replacement seat, that's unlikely, but a couple seat covers, a dash pad cover type thing, and a paint job. And honestly, what else do you need? You could probably send it down the road and make some pretty good money off. I don't know what these things bring. You guys would have to tell me, like, how much would this be worth? A one owner 89 hardbody, because I honestly don't know. I think with a beautiful paint job, obviously it's going to look a hell of a lot better. As far as rust goes, there really is none. You can see the cab corners are good. There's no rust eaten away. The fenders are good. There is some bubbling right here, but that's it. That's it. Like, these are, she's solid, man. You don't get rust like that out here. Definitely replace the tail lights. That one's got a little hole in it, and that one's got a little hole in it over here. Just a couple little minor cosmetic things. I think we could clean it up, send it to Insurance Auto Auctions, and we could probably make a pretty decent profit off of this, guys, without doing a whole hell of a lot to it. So real quick, I want to see if the bike starts up. I do have the new license plate for it. I guess I'm gonna have to get some bolts so I can put the plate on there, but I am curious to see if the motorcycle decides she wants to run today. I did order everything I need for this. I ordered a new ignition lock cylinder, all right, with the plug, because they cut the wires. So I ordered a new ignition lock. I ordered the gas cap. Unfortunately, you can't just replace the cap that came off. You got to unbolt this. You got to take this whole thing out. There's hoses and stuff down there. You got to remove the whole thing and replace this entire gas lid assembly thing. So this whole thing's got to be replaced. That's got to be replaced. And I bought the lock that's broken down here, along with a new cable that runs all the way up and into the seat. So we have all of that coming. All of that is on the way, so we can do a video about cleaning it up. Let's see what it looks like underneath all the filth. We're going to clean this up, and we're going to install all of the components to make it right, where it has a key and everything again, so that we don't have to do things like this. You know, we got wires sticking out, and you got to kind of stick them together to make things work, and then kill switch. I hear the fuel injection. Everything looks like it's come on. That ABS light is tricky, man. It actually went off the other day when I was riding it in my backyard. Yeah, that light went off, so it kind of comes and goes. You can see it's in neutral. Let's hit the start button. Fired right up, man. She fired right up. Listen to her. Says she's low on fuel too. Maybe it is. I think I put half a gallon in it. I don't know how much fuel tank holds on this. Let's go ahead and shut it off. It's a little noisy. And we'll be sure to undo our wires there. There we go. Looks like the battery took a charge. It stayed charged. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to move it over to the truck and try to get the battery in the truck to come back to life, because it is dead as a doornail. Boy, guys, I think that's going to be it for this video. I mean, you see what it is. Now, I just want you guys to do me a favor and comment below and tell me a couple things. Number one, what do you think it's worth? Like, with a paint job, with the tail lights replaced, probably with a couple seat covers and a dash pad cover, what do you think that thing is worth? And better yet, are you interested in it? Because remember, now that I'm selling cars through Insurance Auto Auctions, you can bid. Anybody can bid. Now, there are some restrictions in some states. I believe you're required to have a broker. But that's not a huge deal, guys. It's not a deal breaker. You can get a broker online. There's, off the top of my head, Auto Bid Master. I think it's autobidmaster.com. Not sponsored. I've just heard of them. They're a broker. You can actually use them to bid on the car for you. So tell me what you think it's worth. Are you interested in it? If so, maybe I'll go ahead and get it painted, make it look nice, and then we'll send it to Insurance Auto Auctions, and may the best man or woman win. I actually really like the little truck, man. I'm sorry, I keep looking at it because I'm like, I like it. It's kind of cute. I need to quit doing that and look at the camera. It's a nice looking little truck. Needs a little bit of, you know, interior work. The dashboard, realistically, probably needs to be replaced. The miles work, the odometer works, the trip works, the air conditioning does not. The belt is not on the compressor. We'll have to check that out later and see if it's just a missing belt, or more likely probably a locked up compressor. I'll tell you what's great about these trucks though, man. These little trucks run forever. I have seen and heard so many stories about these trucks lasting 300, 400,000 miles, and they just continued running and driving until the day the frame rotted out. Like, apparently, you know, eventually rust is what kills these trucks. It's the Nissan made solid vehicles back in these days, guys. The Nissan 240, great car as well. I believe the 240 uses the same engine that's in that truck. These were solid, long-lasting, reliable, cheap vehicles. This truck was $9 grand brand new, $9,000 brand new, and it has air conditioning. I mean, for $89, that was probably a pretty nice option to have. For $9 grand, what a deal. You couldn't find a deal like that today, guys. So I think this truck is a nice little piece of history. It's a piece of the past. It's kind of a time capsule that survived. That's what it is. It's a survivor. So I'm going to do my best to make it look good, clean it up, and we'll throw it on Insurance Auto Auctions, and let's see what it brings, man. If it brings $3,500, I would be in hog heaven. Honest to God, $3,500, I would be in hog heaven over that. And there'll still be plenty of little things for the next buyer to, you know, do. And nobody wants a car, I don't think anyway. I don't buy cars going, I don't want to do anything to it. Most people buy something like this and it's like, you want to work on it. You want to do a tune-up, right? You want to do plugs, wires, oil change. Of course, man. Hey, speaking of oil changes, stay tuned for the KTM 690 Duke I ordered an oil change kit for it as well. It's got 2 cartridge filters, it's got 2 screens, several O-rings, it's got like 2 drain plugs, and I got 2 quarts of whatever special oil, and I ordered it directly from KTM, so it's the right stuff, name brand OEM equipment. We're going to be doing an oil change on the bike as well, because I've never done one, and I figure most of you probably haven't either, so it should be a fun video. Stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button, share the video with your friends. I can't tell you how much that does to really help me out, man. Like, personally, as a favor, share the video with your friends if you enjoyed the content. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Drop those comments down below. Don't forget I got merch down below as well from Teespring. New merch. Go check it out. It's been selling like hotcakes. I haven't heard anybody, not anybody, complain about the quality or the product that they received. Everybody is very happy with the merchandise, so definitely go check it out. And I am going to get out of here. I got things to do, guys. I may have another car or 2 or 3. Yeah, 3 maybe 3. We'll see. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. Stay tuned. We got more coming. Stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all very soon in the next one.